Perhaps the most popular branch of paranormal theory and paranormal literature in general concerns ghosts. I have discovered three main theories concerning ghosts. The first is, ghosts represent a manifestation of a target's or protagonist's subconscious and also signify the target's need to 1. Learn a lesson, 2. Solve a mystery, or 3. Enact revenge for a perceived wrong committed upon the spirit when they were alive. For the purposes of this video series, I will primarily be using film as literary examples with a few contemporary and classic novels and plays thrown in. There are many examples of the use of ghosts as a way for characters to learn a lesson. The classic example of this is Scrooge in Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Scrooge must learn not only from the lessons of his misguided life, but also that of Marley's life. Both penny-pinching misers are in need of a lesson learned. Marley, though, has learned his lesson in the afterlife and comes back to school his former partner on the way in which Scrooge should be living. Afterlife as example of possibility. Weighted down with the chains of guilt, Marley must convince Scrooge to change his ways by producing not one, not two, but 3 additional ghosts to teach this valuable tutorial. In the end, it is the horrors of a possible life lived alone and unloved, brought about by the ghost of Christmas future, that causes Ebenezer to bring about a change. Fear of a tormented afterlife, Marley, is not enough. Scrooge must be shown the prospect of dying rich but alone and unloved, a man unmissed. The lesson presented by a ghost character is always related to the perils of the afterlife as punishment for a life poorly lived. A cinematic example of this ghostly lesson appears in 1989's Field of Dreams. Ray, our protagonist, is visited by the ghost of shoeless Joe Jackson. Jackson expounds on his need for baseball, even in the afterlife. That's how important having a life's ambition is. Ray is rudderless, drifting on a sea of financial struggles and aimless desires until the ghosts of other pastime players whisper through the cornfield, "If you build it, they will come." Like Scrooge, Ray has been given a purpose from the afterlife, to exalt the game of baseball. The rest of his life falls into place after he commits to this new endeavor. Financial troubles disappear, his struggling marriage is healed, and even the relationship with Ray's dead father is reconciled. Lesson learned? Everyone has a purpose.